Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in my Disco Elysium game. Um, yeah, flashlight and mobile light areas, right? Yeah, I last left off, I was just kind of wandering around, trying to get experience to increase skill points, because I'm trying to avoid, dealing with, Mr. Nazi guy, Measurehead. Um, Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, and I've got the. What does that fedora do again? Oh yeah, increase encyclopedia ranking. Um, Physical instrument versus conceptualization. Probably better if I put this thing back on here. Interfacing. Is it interfacing one of my skills? Oh yeah. Master machines pick locks and pockets. Okay. I mean, I don't have any other. Oh yeah, I have these gloves. Oh yeah, electrochemistry. I don't know. Maybe I should have the interfacing gloves on. I mean, I don't think the game actually cares what clothing I'm wearing. You know, as much as it makes me look weird having these big rubber gloves on. Anyway, yeah, I got a map. I have a map now. So, where do I want to go? I'm here by the waterfront, right? Yeah, right. I'm over by the library, right? This is the whirling rags. Hey, Dev's here. Welcome to the stream. Disco bounty table. Yeah. How far? Like, I'm kind of wondering, like, how far does this thing let me explore if I just wander around? I mean, Kim Kim is probably going to get increasingly annoyed that I'm just moving further and further away from the my goal. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Sure. What have we here? 2 Roundabout North and 2 Cape Side Apartments Matinees Pier. Okay. So the stuff on the left is behind the broken waterlock, but you can go up that street, but no, the game assumes you are going to explore. Sure. Hey look, a bench. Gotta get that bench warmer achievement. Adri's broken window, Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Yeah, where do I get a bag, darn it? Oh hey. Binoculars?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Is it worth paying 25 centimes to see what kind of view this gives me?
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Yeah, what is a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in '49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
Tenant looks around and concludes it didn't stick.
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Évrard Claire, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Oh yeah? Everett Claire, the guy who's supposed to be trying to reach, who's inside the harbor, which is locked. Cool. I dig organized crime. It's the best. Can't we do something about it, or say nothing? Can we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Yeah. Shall I take a look, or should I just leave? I kind of feel like I should be saving my money. I am curious to know what's there. Yeah, curious to know what I can see, but A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. uh, Is that a bag down by the viewer? Wait, really? I didn't see anything clickable. I'm periodically pushing the right mouse button to reveal selectable things. Oh, is that a bag? Is that what that
This
is?
coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
There was something. Oh, another viewer. Never mind. Okay. Poor little viewer padded vandalism. Shake your head. Look inside.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd do the head patting animation again.
Probably some kids.
The lieutenant inspects the rig slot. Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onut written on the other side,
Kuno.
with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno wrote his name on it. Some kids, yeah.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Logic success. Anyway, shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Okay.
You know this to be the star of Periconesus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Periconesian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Okay.
Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Chunks of sea ice and a small tent set up in the ice. Okay. I mean, I could head over there, but I kind of want to continue circling around this building here, see if there's anything else to be had, anything else to be seen before I move on to other areas. Can I access it from here, or do I have to go down there for that? Might have to go down there for that. What's this? Is it the wall that I'm looking at here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization 18. Ah! 3% chance of figuring out why am I looking at this wall? So white check, you may retry it? I mean, okay. I'll try rolling it.
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
I wonder what happens if I get a successful roll there. Oh hey, I'm on the other side of the whirling rags yard. What's this? Money? And magnesium. Cool. Yeah, I can talk to Kuno's friend maybe.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Kuno S.
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back.
With my high savoir-faire skill, it's able to determine that.
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Uh-huh.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Voice becomes almost inaudible. No, why would you even say that? Are you sleeping right now? I'm sort of sneaking up on you and leave. Something wonderful? Yeah, Are you sleeping right
Don't
now?
get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
She hisses. Yeah. But,
Trying to sneak up on me again. Trying to snuff me out. Get away, pig.
okay. She didn't like me being sarcastic. Hmm. I suppose there's a way to reach there from over here somewhere. Like, I don't know, climbing on top of the
It's been a week and now they show up?
climbing up on top of the greenhouse or something. Garden hose, this won't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. What is it? What happens if you pass the wall check? Oh, okay. What have we here? What's this? Orange bum hat? Increased reaction speed but decreased rhetoric? I mean... Hey! Increase my health. Hooray! So, decreased rhetoric... What does rhetoric skill do? So many... There... Rhetoric. The art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Okay. So I become less persuasive if I'm wearing the bum hat. Okay, I guess that makes sense. What have we here? Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Ooh, can I go in there? Maybe not. It's making rattling noises like trying the lock or something. How about this one? Looks like there are people in there.
There must be another way into the building.
It's been a week and now they show up?
Can I go in here? Is that a way through? Maybe not. How do I get up there?
I can't get involved in this.
You see a young man on a balcony,
Oh, it's a
nursing
balcony.
a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Okay, so I was confused by the perspective. I was thinking that it was like, there was a view on the other side of the wall, but no, it's a balcony is above us. Okay. Anyway,
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
he says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. I'll come back to this later. Say no trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Hold on, can I at least have a cigarette? Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you. Do I want to be that pushy? I mean, he's up there and I'm down here. I can't exactly wrangle him from here if he decides to just walk away. Let's go with the gendarmerie. He really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name? Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? Let's go with that. It's most direct thing.
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
Duty focused, yeah. I mean, he did say he has to run, so uh, I didn't want to. I figured I'd skip the pleasantries.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh,
He waves
you already asked me that, didn't you?
waves lazy with the cigarette. You already asked. Of course. I mean, that's part of the 3-day gap in his memory, I guess.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did I? Did you look at Kim? Or pretty sure I didn't. Mm. Yeah, let's go with did I. Maybe it'll prompt him to give more information about our interaction if there was indeed an interaction before.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Oh, some more muscular type. I gained some experience for that. Um, is somebody else investigating the lynching? How curious. I mean, muscular type makes me think Measurehead, but why would he be asking around about that?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. XP, baby, yeah.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets, the old patio chairs, and dead houseplants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
A downy blanket of white to cover up the miserable poverty of the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
My Sunday friend. That, that's kind of suggestive.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He didn't specify the gender of the friend. This is my only option, so I'm going to go with that.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? That sounds like a made-up name. You know, it's suggestive when electrochemistry thinks it's interesting, yeah.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Rhetoric failure. Okay, well, I mean, it looks like that's all the dialogue options there, so, alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
Takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the snowy balcony with a dying hiss.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh? Suggestion? Medium? Convince him to stay? Ah, I'm wearing the wrong shirt for suggestion. Ah, and I can't, like, hold that thought. um, hang on, let me get my sexy shirt on exactly. um, I mean, there weren't any other options. There weren't any other dialogue options. Is there any point in rolling? I mean, this it's a red check. It can't be retry. What I'll try it anyway, I guess.
This isn't the place or time
11?
for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
I rolled an 11. Like, why couldn't I roll that when I was trying to make the jump into the harbor area? Or is that we need the jacket jump? Yeah, exactly. Had an 83% chance of success, and I rolled a 4. Or was it a 3? It was just whatever. Anyway, one number too low. Hey, listen, Weiss. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. There's snow gathering on his hair and on his shoulders. A speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail. Wondering who that muscular guy he alluded to is that was questioning him about the body. Wonder someone who's like trying to intimidate him to scare him into keeping quiet. Littering 10 real fine. Huh.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Gesturing toward a stone placed right next to the front door. Is he indicating how I get in?
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
New task, the smoker on the balcony. Oh. Following him as he walks away? Okay.
He's gone.
Chen puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went. It's my only option, okay.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up? You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway. Yes. So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Yeah.
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass. Okay, so Kim did cut
If
it.
we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Gonna be a key under it, perhaps?
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
There you go.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he indicated the rock with the key seems to suggest it suggests that he wants to continue talking, but he doesn't want to be seen talking publicly. So, like he was saying, no, I can't talk to you, just in case anyone was listening in, basically. Anyway, how are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Yeah, put the stone back, leave. Okay. Alright, we got a lead of sorts. Smoker on the balcony. Ask around for his apartment number. Yes, for Martin Martinez. Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. Oh, okay. Have you seen Martin? That's definitely his real name. I know, right? He was wearing a purple shirt. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This is marked balcony. What's this? This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Ooh, what have we here? Glasses, the auditor? +1 logic, -1 authority? These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin, gold alloy wire frames are a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. Yeah. Yeah. Considering, I probably should be like swapping out clothing items more frequently. You know, I mean, considering like this gives +1 to conceptualization, which makes sense to use when I'm like studying and looking at things. But -1 to suggestion, which suggests that I should probably swap this shirt out every time I talk to someone, i.e., anytime I have an opportunity where suggestion might be appropriate. It's kind of like this, like increase logic score, but just take these off when I need when I need to put on the authority, kind of thing. Where's authority fit in this thing? Authority. Intimidate the public and assert yourself. Cool. Okay. Which way to go? Let's look over here first, I guess. Old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Over here. Apartment 12, a loud rumbling snore comes from within. No, I can hear it. There's a door. I can go in. Oop. I was not trying to click on the door. This bathroom. Shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Lovely. Over here. Free money. Alcohol, Commodore Red. Substance effects +1 physique but -1 morale. Okay. Uses left 4. So +1 physique. Is that related to physical instrument, or is that? Or is there like is there physique and physical instrument, or physique means each and every red skill? Oh, physique. Oh, I see. So okay, so it boosts all these: endurance, pain threshold, physical instrument, electrochemistry, shivers, and half-light. Okay. Huh. Alrighty then. I don't know what the limit of my inventory is, or if there is one. I'm just kind of picking everything up. Somebody's shoes? Oh, money? Okay. More. I'm just stealing. No inventory limit? Okay. Bottomless pockets. Kind of like reminiscent of, is this postcard Boogie Street 46? Like, I'm reminded of Space Quest 3, that bit where there's a part where you have to pick up a ladder. I needed a hint guide to figure that part out when I played the game back in the day. Because it would not have occurred to me that you can pick up a ladder. But, and the game kind of makes a joke about it. You pick up the ladder and jam it in your pocket. Ouch. Like, you really do have bottomless pockets in that game. Anyway. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls. Hung by their feet from canopy, red blood flows into the muddy street, and blurry shadows of people pass. Alrighty then. Door number 9 is locked. Should I just try all these doors? I mean, if we're still on the first floor, like, the guy will... Mr. Martinez would be on the upper floor. And someone's drawn a 5-point star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Could use some chain cutters here to cut the shackle. I can't imagine Kib going along with that. Let's try knocking.
No reply.
I'm just gonna go.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
It's a different... The audio is different from what the text on the screen there. It says, this time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. +1, yeah. This is the police open up? I mean, sure?
Do I have to open the door?
You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Yeah, fair.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Yeah, we really don't. I'm just knocking on random doors here.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Yeah. Okay, let's leave. What does this one say? Apartment 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Talk to the sweeping person? Oh wait,
Give me a moment.
shoot, I forgot to swap out my clothes before talking to her. Oh well. The elderly woman is cleaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I'll have a few questions. Yeah, let's show concern first.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Looking for Martinez. I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox overflowing? Who lives in apartment number 10? Who lives behind the padlocked door? Rare logic, Al. Wait, was there a... Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly the old lady's face is beaming. Logic, it's easier to do things if you have any reason. Hey. Yeah.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology.
Something to do with all those stars around his door.
Oh?
He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
I'm sure you don't mean astronomy. I mean, yeah, I was thinking that, but... Stars around his door. Could this relate to the photograph thing?
That's what I said. Astrology.
Tch,
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
I mean, yeah.
Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
One of the residents. It's one of the residents on vacation. Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
Yeah, sounds reasonable.
They probably just moved, or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible.
Oh.
I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway. Oh, suddenly that person is a little sus.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find. Take it on. I mean, sure.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
See logic? There's XP behind that door. Ha ha ha. Yeah. But we needed to have a reason to knock on it. I mean, not that we need to like not that we needed a reason to like pick up random junk on the floor and stuff. Oh well. Anyway. But yeah, so the padlocked door, guys, is into astronomy and looking at stars and stuff. If we hadn't sussed it out, we never would have relayed the sus info to the cleaning lady. Yeah, all that's up. All mysteries will be solved. Yeah, well, I mean, wouldn't be that particular kind of adventure game if it didn't require some kind of backtracking. Anyway, that's all.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. Reminds me of that line from, this is going to be an obscure reference, Letters from Wingfield Farm, when he asks the guy, have you lived here your whole life? And then the old timer says, not yet. Anyway. Room upstairs next to the coal room, okay.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She just had her chin eyes shining. Okay, thanks, I'm off. I'm not going to ask her about Martin Mendez. That's just silly. Q says a firing squad for the rich. It reads foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Okay, there's another room here. Sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone has torn down the wall. Can I go through here? Okay. Hold a grocery list on the table and checks. And the fridge, there's more noses fed and more money. See that? Okay, that door's labeled balcony, so I want to finish checking the first floor before I check out the balcony. There's an exit here, it looks like. $10 we are swimming in riches. I know, right? Things are looking up. Bestgate apartment number 10 for the cleaning lady. So this is number 10, right?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Rearranging the furniture. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Let's just be direct here.
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's a break-in. Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine in there? Okay. Let's go with I don't need a warrant. I mean, she was talking about a warrant before, so...
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
That was smart.
The tent says, nodding towards the unlocked door. Okay. Bear with me. Need to change shirts. So I've I have better suggestion powers and stuff. Okay, what's she got going on?
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Excuse me, just need my questioning wife beater. I know, right?
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light paper-clad passport. Inspect the passport, or I don't need your ID, I just need to ask you some questions. Never met this woman in my 2 Disco Elysium playthroughs? Is that a joke or something? I'm a bit confused. I mean, this seemed kind of obvious to come in here. Never ran into her? Oh, okay. Hey, Negative Zero's here. Welcome to the stream. Your wife beater does carry some sense of authority. Yeah. It's like the passport, or I don't need your ID. I just need to ask some questions. You want to indicate some level of trust, or should I check her papers anyway? Yeah, check the papers.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
A nice haircut, hand back the passport, or everything seems to be in order, hand back the passport. I know, it says, the fact that it feels flimsy in hand makes you wonder, like, it's supposed to indicate it's like a fake ID or something. I don't know. She's clear of the murder, of course. Yeah, let's just give the professional response, I guess.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
She slips the passport back in her purse. So what are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
It sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Reprehensible who lived here, or I have shit up too. Let's go with reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops hesitating.
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
Oh yeah? Hmm.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but...
But dot dot dot.
And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
Hmm.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
Thanks, electrochemistry.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
She snaps her fingers.
The sum must have been puny.
Money has also disappeared, I think. Couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby, or... So wait, what happened with the wall? Yeah, let's go with that. That couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
Affordable.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
Back in the 50s, computers would have been a brand new thing. I mean, those would be like the room filling kind of computers. Disco Adderall. Anyway, so wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it.
The disco reality is completely different from our world. Computers here are very, very different. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll see, I suppose.
Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
She's still shaking her head. Manicured hands now crossed over the chest. Okay, I guess that's all then.
Of course.
She replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Yeah, well, I want to look at stuff. Oh, hey. Black monk straps? +1 to indirect modes of taxation? Can I just grab those? She's not gonna object or anything? Looks like a fine mattress. Why is this one yellow? A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it? +3 morale. Hypnogamma? But I only have 3 morale points. It's like, what happens if morale hits 0? Oh, okay. I guess it counts as 5 charges, so it counts as like 3 uses kind of thing. It's for the case, ma'am. Very important. Exactly. 2 of your skills increase your max morale and health. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, well, guess we'll be on our way. And, I guess I'll... Guess what's... +1 to indirect modes of taxation? Indirect modes of taxation? Is that something from here? Like... I remember seeing anything that says modes of taxation around here. Modes of taxation is a thought you don't have yet? Oh, okay. Report back to cleaning lady. Okay. These ones boost my composure. anyway, let's put my conceptualization shirt back on and put my logic glasses back on. Actually, no, wait. I'm about to go talk to the cleaning lady, so keep the keep those on for a bit longer.
Give me a moment.
Cleaning lady still seems to be having difficulty breathing. I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see.
She takes out a...
I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Yes, radio computer visitors are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents? What? Okay. Lax women and sexual deviants, that's who will come and spit? The dialogue option includes spitting. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. I mean, that's the closest thing to a good option out of these, I think. Or I can, I can try to reassure her, I guess. What are your politics, detective? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, let's go with everything. Just go with everything. Will be fine. Needs slow change.
Yes. Well. I hope they're good people.
She doesn't know what to say, so she just coughs and repeats. Yeah.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Yeah. Thanks, I'm off. Oh, I have a thought.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? Is that why you're asking the question, what are your politics, detective? I mean, I am kind of trying to pick the more reasonable option, or, more direct and more reasonable options, and not the sillier ones. That's because I keep saying none of the above. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Kingdom of Conscience? First, where is this Kingdom of Conscience? No more talk. Sign me up for a passport opt-in, or no, I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. I'm trying to develop more extreme and interesting opinions. This game is asking me to make a choice about what kind of characterization I want for a character here. First, where's this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
Okay. How you bring about those circumstances? That's an honorable goal. Nod your head approvingly. That's a stupid goal. Shake your head dismissively. How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally.
Incrementally.
Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
Hmm. But what about all the things that are wrong now? Or, okay, but what's the kingdom of conscience actually like? Or this sounds mega boring, count me out, opt out? Yeah. But what all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working.
Well, there you go. This is sort of feeling like it could be like perhaps the overall theme and messaging of this game. I mean, we're here surrounded by poverty and misery, and uh, it's yeah. So, talking about advocating for real change in the world and stuff. Game offers you 4 political responses to its world, basically. You've been choosing the incremental centrism one? Oh yeah? I mean, yeah, I suppose so.
What rationality? What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
So suddenly I'm feeling very like I'm being judged for my choices all the more here. Anyway, wait, is the Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo? Oof. I mean, that's a valid question. I think the game judges you for taking any of the 4 stances and also for not taking any of them. Yeah. Just preserving the status quo.
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
I can actually answer no to that question. Yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of like real world parallels to these sorts of questions. Like, I mean, like thinking about the socio-political situation, like in the U.S., for example. I mean, I'm here in Canada, so I sort of like a not too distant observer of stuff going on there, but like it just things like feel like a real mess when it comes to where do I even begin? Um, where, there's some problems down there, and it's like like all kinds of like wealth inequality and you know with rich people getting richer and poor people becoming more numerous, and it's like some people are questioning like if like some kind of revolution is inevitable. But revolutions are bloody, and it's like um, and so some people would say, well, I mean, bring on the chaos and bloodshed. We need to upset the status quo because this status quo is like steadily worsening. And and it also sort of relates to like the voting for uh, like the last election in 2020 in which Biden was elected. People are saying basically like if Trump had been elected again, it would have been like it's just a plummeting downward spiral of like human rights and everything going down the tubes. And Biden wasn't exactly a popular candidate, but like it's kind of, you know, keeping the status quo is better than having them go down the tubes under Trump, basically. Um, uh, Speaking of Trump, he's in the news again. They're talking about dissolving his corporate empire now. Apparently, he's been found guilty of like decades of fraud, and is looking at fines of $250 million, which he probably doesn't actually have. So things are looking rough for him, and that's in addition to all the, you know, like treason charges for starting a coup and all that. So apparently that isn't stopping him from saying he's going to run for presidency again. That's going to be interesting. But anyway, I'm just rambling again. But do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? I mean, nothing wrong with the old changes. Yeah. I mean, some more radical people again might say, well, no, we need to affect real change, and that's sometimes that gets violent. Maybe I'm. In some circles might consider yes to be the more cowardly option. You know, just as Dev said, the centrist option. Although, you know, Dev is a self-described utilitarian and just wants to, you know, like as said, they want whatever option does the most good for the most people. An aggressive Disco Elysium centrist? Interesting. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is I'm kind of meandering towards saying yes, the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed. And so your rabbit's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Anyway, let's go with yes.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Going well? Cool. Okay, but what's the kingdom of consciousness actually like? Or kingdom of conscience actually
like? The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
There you go. Here's real political talk here. Yeah, post-capitalist, post-national. It's kind of like we were over in the club meeting server. We were talking about the subject of AI art, and I made the comparison to excuse me, automation in general. It's like it's a useful tool, but in our capitalist society, it takes away people's work, and therefore it takes away their livelihoods and you know, means of making money, which they need for like food and shelter and basics of survival. Like if our economy were organized differently, like historically, when it comes to like automation of factories or whatever, like having machines replace workers, like could have been a good thing. It's like, hey, those workers don't have to work anymore. Now they can focus their minds in other pursuits. But because of capitalism, it's replacing the workers is a bad thing for those workers because now they're not making a living anymore. They need that money. You know, like if there was, say, like universal basic income, and everyone was guaranteed to, you know, get some money, then it could, you know, and like enough to live by, um, then that automation could be a good thing. um, yeah. Disagree with the use of AI art. Wouldn't use it for anything. Plus, it's better for a person to make art since they can understand better. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It was a bit of a I wouldn't say a heated discussion we were having, but there was a bit of contention there. But yeah, basically, I mean, A art as it stands, it's like it scrapes the internet for other you know, for other artists' work, and it's basically, you know, steals their work, and uh, so so there are all kinds of like copyright issues around that, and there's also the issue of like if using AI art is cheaper than like using actual artists, it hurts their actual artists' ability you know to make money off of that. Um, yeah. Plus, to have a server where people can disagree without being heated. Yeah, yeah. I'm on team no AI art and DDLC mods. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. That too is part of the kingdom of conscience. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, uh, yeah. I mean, yeah. The idea of using AI art in mods doesn't appeal to me either. It's like I would be perfectly fine if DDMC had said, um, yeah, if they just put a flat ban on using AI art in mods. I don't know. I guess I didn't feel strongly enough about it to actually argue against it, like publicly or anything. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should have pushed the point more, like when it was under discussion, particularly in the staff channels. Like I know there is one member of staff who's very publicly advocating for that people should be able to use AI art and mods. Got the sketches already done. Cool, cool. Yeah. Hmm. To try using AI art once with one of my commission art, it didn't look great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the AI art. It's an interesting tool. Um, I mean, like any tool, it can be used for, you know, good or evil. If I can not not I mean, not to decry using it in mods as like quote unquote evil or anything, but oh, excuse me, it's it didn't even look human. Yeah, yes, it's yeah, some AI art just looks really impressive. Some of it looks like really messed up. They're particularly not good at getting hands right, but yeah, it's another issue. Um, I don't remember where we're going with this. But yeah, it's a interesting tool to use for fun, or if you want to use as a reference, but not to replace work for a physical person. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Um, shoot, what was I going to say? I was gonna shoot. I was trying to relate what I was that ramblings tangent back to what was going on here. I think. Post-capitalist, post-national. Yeah. I mean, how should I put this? Capitalism is an inherently inefficient system. Um, it just it like I see that like having like I spent years working in retail. I've seen how incredibly wasteful it is as a system. Like we throw food out, like incomprehensible amounts of food get thrown out on a daily basis just because it's more profitable to do so. Like one memorable thing that stands out was um, like after Mother's Day one time when I was like this is a few years ago. I was I happened to pass by the claims department, and there were like stacks and stacks of boxes of chocolate in Mother's Day themed packaging, and like there's nothing wrong with the chocolates. They're but they're perfectly good chocolates, but ultimately they're going to get thrown out because they're in the wrong color packaging, which is a stupid reason to throw away perfectly good food, you know. Um, but like it's too much trouble to like take the chocolates out and put them in a different package or whatever. They can't send them back. They're not gonna get money back for them. Um, and if they give them away, then that takes away incentive for people to buy them when they're available to buy. So they have to throw them out. It's like it's just incredibly wasteful. It's just for no reason at all. All these perfectly good chocolates are getting thrown out just because the color of the box is wrong, essentially. You know, um, like this sort of thing goes on like every day in every grocery store, department store, across the city, across all cities, across all countries, across the world. Like it's just ridiculous amounts of waste. Um, and I've read some statistics that say that there are something like it was it was United States statistics. It was like in the U.S. there are twice as many empty housing units as there are homeless people. Like there are enough there are enough empty housing to house all homeless people in the country twice over, but they're going to remain empty because it's not profitable to give them away for free, you know. Um, and like like I get that there are reasons capitalism exists, in terms of like giving people uh, uh, um, motivation to to work and get things done. But yeah, there's just so many inefficiencies in the system, and it's overall designed to like funnel money towards the rich and basically just make everyone else miserable. Um, and it's just steadily getting worse and worse as time goes on. Um, I don't know what the solution is. Uh, why throw it away for the wrong packaging? I mean, that's basically how it plays out. I mean, that's how it all shakes out. They just throw it away because it's more profitable to do so. Because the alternative, like repackaging them or sending them back or anything like that, is not profitable enough. Like it would be too much trouble, too much money, or whatever. So it's easier to just throw it out. Now these guys, yeah. Um, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I imagine there's maybe some kind of I don't know, hybrid socio-political system or something. I think I think it should be government's role to act as checks and balances in the capitalist system. And they should be there to help people who need help. Unfortunately, there are a lot of government actions which make things worse. It kind of comes down to who's in power at the time. Like governments have the power to do great good or great evil depending on who's in charge. Again, massive air quotes around evil. Evil is a social concept, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just going on a rambling, incoherent tangent again. I'm tired. I don't know if anything I'm saying is terribly coherent. I should probably just move on here. Yeah, conscious post-capitalist, post-national. Plus gameplay bound to have a tangent or two. Yeah. Anyway.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Post-sexual, eh? Sounds incredible, Alan. Let's go there right now. Opt in. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present though. Opt out. Or, man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. Opt out. Let's go with the opt in. Alan?
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Go there right now. Oh, right. Then let's go there eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
So I got another thing for my Thought Palace or whatever this thing's called. Thought Cabinet. Kingdom of Conscience. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue, and they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Internalize. Okay. Solution. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to go to the balcony. I saw a way that was labeled balcony over here. Where was that? There it is, balcony. Is there anything else over here? Did I check this door? Oh yeah, I did check the door. That one's not clickable. Okay. Missed a thought? Back by the doors? Oh.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism,
Okay.
in other words.
We got Kim there, communists around here. Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down? What's the deal with the antlers? Why white? Why is it vote? What does it mean? Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Ha. What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
And why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Okay. What does that invoke in me?
You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses. They should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart.
Also, you're really smart. Okay. Alright. To the balcony. That moralist political system already kicking in? Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're up in the balcony now. When the guy was here, he went around the corner, right? So what's over here? Money. And what's this? The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. So, when he walked away, did he... I think it panned back before he saw. Did he go up the stairs here, or did he go through the door here? What's over here? Just a door, nothing for you here right now. It's still clickable. What's this? Okay. Nothing of interest there? Okay. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Number 20, a door to be remembered? Oops. This is the door to apartment number 29, and there's a thought here. Complete silence, whoever lives here isn't home. This is the door to apartment number 30. Voices from within, sing along to some buoyant dance track. Kim's looking at his notebook. I don't have option to click on anything here. Can I get over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so there's nothing else here. There's nothing for me to click on. I can't. It isn't letting me knock on the door to see if I can find Mr. Martin Martinez. What even is this? Like, I'm able to click it. It just makes a rattling noise. It makes the same. It makes this exact same rattling noise that it does when I try the locked door. Okay, I guess I'll go back down again. Okay, so there's an exit there. There's still 2 more doors over here. Like there's an exit going that way, and then there's another one labeled balcony over here. To the other end of the apartment, yeah. There's a sailboat down there, I guess. Someone over here?
You better keep walking. The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. Cindy the Skull? Okay.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Just want to know your name, little lady. No, to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. I am the law. Uh, it's not, it keeps wanting to put Judge Dredd references in there. Start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? Just answer the question. Okay. Just want to know your name. Lenino, you get defensive. Well, she already said her name is Cindy. Let's just answer some questions, okay?
Ask away, pigman. I don't promise to answer.
And despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. The brush?
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to change into my questioning clothes. I still got the -1 authority glasses on. Shoot. Wonder if I should take a moment to change before continuing the questioning. Will it let me come back to the exact same point in the questioning if I do that? Just a moment, Cindy. I know, right? Hold on.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Oh, I already wasn't wearing them. Okay. I forgot. I thought I'd...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Is that heavy fuel oil? You know anything about the recent murder? What are you doing into the wall? You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? Okay, let's go with the... I mean, I got the perception said that's oil, so I guess I'll ask her about that.
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Fumes are perfectly okay. You better hand it over at some clever cultural commentary? Like I can choose to compliment her, or I can like confiscate it, or I can. I mean, she just basically admitted to stealing it. The paternalism is probably not the right answer. I know, right? I mean, either got to go full law or full banter. Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with full law and this time.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands?
Keep looking off the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? Yeah, let's change the subject. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Ha.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor. Well, I think we determined we have to get into the harbor to find that. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So you don't know what to write, or why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? um, so you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it? Oh, great. I have to come up with an opinion now.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. John Disco has many opinions, yeah. Should I go all, I am the law? Or just... I don't know. It seems like the type of person who'd be put off of it by being told it's civic-minded. I mean, that's a fair point. I mean, like on the one hand, like we're investigating a murder, you know, like she's like small fry is probably not worth our attention. So it's like I don't know about you know, trying to put a stop to her. But on the other hand, great job, Slugger. You're really beautifying the community. Finger guns. I mean, your comment there seems to be pushing me in the direction of saying I love public art, etc. I don't know. I don't remember what happens for the interactions here. Purely own thoughts about her. How long has it been since you played this stuff? I'm curious. Played it twice. Once when it came out. Once about a year ago. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. This is me overthinking things to death once again. I mean, it seems to me that like using like gas as the or you know using fuel as the paint is probably dangerous. Like for one thing, it's flammable. I expect. Um, I don't know. She's kind of sounding like she's kind of a rebel without a cause. Like she wants to cause some kind of mischief, but it's like she doesn't know what she wants to do with that. I don't know. I mean, since Steph made the comment about we put it off until it's civic minded, I'm kind of leaning towards the I love public art comment. Yeah, let's go with that.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Yeah. Keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Yeah, again, the audio didn't line up with the text here. It says she nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Joyce Messier?
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Alright, so Kim saying we should talk to her is interesting. Okay.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Is that so? Kim is giving us leeway to get a bit wacky? Excellent. Okay.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
So you don't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Go on, so just let me out here. Yeah.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Really? A little girl in the fishing village?
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
She waves her hand in a general westward direction. Yeah, okay. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there? Okay. Well, I mean, that's just repeating it back. Just gonna say got it.
Piggy, I have no idea why I just told you that.
She looks at you a little...
You look like a shaggy dog left in the rain for too long. I have a weakness for animals.
She looks at you a little sad suddenly. Okay, catch you later, Cindy. Okay, so that door's back the way I came. Let's go up here. Is this openable? Door's locked, you can't get in. What's over here? Free money? Above, tarps flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. Okay. What's this? Find the armored gloves. Yeah, ask the little girl in the fishing village down the coast who knows something about the armored gloves. Okay, well, there's a lead for that particular objective. And there's a door here. It's going to be the second floor of the apartment complex. What have we here? Someone's been sleeping here recently. There's a thought. Cindy, question mark? This is where she's staying? Enough coal to last for several winters, smells of chemicals. I mean, the cleaning lady said that she sleeps next to the coal room. Oh, can I take some coal? There's pants in here? +1 electrochemistry, -1 reaction speed. Prolum libertines. Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, that reminds me, let's swap these things out. Just these ones reduce saboteur, increase electrochemistry. These ones increase electrochemistry and decrease reaction speed. Well, my savoir-faire score is pretty high, so I'll probably keep those on for now. And this increases reaction speed. Okay, well, good to know. And what have we here? What's with the interactable things which just make a locking, rattling noise? Ooh, hang on, I need my fit my sexy pants. Yeah. Okay, that seems to be everything that's up here. And this is the last door I haven't tried yet. Series of secret difficulty modifiers. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. What have we over here? Cape Side Apartments. Rue de Saint Lane, roundabout north. Just reading the sign, okay. Oh. Another garbage compactor or garbage dumpster. Some more bottles lying around. Just as a reminder, I need to find a bag at some point. Anyway, Kim indicated that we should talk to the lady here, so... Belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Interpreter 84 is here. Welcome to the stream. How is John Disco doing today thus far? Has he been getting any more party eyes recently? Not as such. Attempting to do police work, but mostly just mostly doing a lot of wandering around, trying to get as much experience as I can. I'm up to 40 out of 100. Still need to get 60 more experience before I can level up again, and then maybe try that jump again. That's what I want to do. Hey, more magnesium. Getting lots of morale boosting items here. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Gazin 33A. Oh yeah, let's talk to the lady here. Oh wait, hold on. Before I talk to the lady, quick, take off my authority reducing glasses and swap to the wife beater. Okay. Let's talk to her.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
It's Monica's Disco Elysium XP. Yeah. Yeah, green raincoat. Anyway, yeah, 5:13 p.m. Yep. Yeah. That could be a concern, you know. Like if in-game time reaches nighttime, and I don't have enough money for for the room or whatever. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Anyway, let's have a word with Joyce Messier.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She sends her hand in greeting. Are we able to reach her hand from here?
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She sets closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L. What does the L stand for? What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere. Yeah, that's the play dumb option. What gave us away? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand. Shake her hand, I guess.
I'm glad to see you here.
Your grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Uh-oh. Kim setting us up here, leading into the playing dumb options. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a fair point. Maybe I should have made the comment about the RCM.
How interesting.
Cheater.
I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Times group.
You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about this strike? We can tell you about the lynching. Do you know something about these tattoos? Show her the photo. You seem rich. Can I have some money? I will tacticalize my partner's amnesia. Yeah. Well, I mean, with Kim's, I like to think of that Lonely Island song. I'm on a boat, mother. Anyway, um, you're on a boat.
Why, yes, I am.
She licks the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of boats. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Pine strike tattoo, see? Okay, what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Your lips curl into a wry smile. The eel's hips, baby? Is that some kind of 50s slang I'm not aware of? Eel's hips. It's like the bee's knees. Eel's hips, something awesome and amazing. Okay. Like the cat's meow, the bee's knees. Yeah. I have never heard the expression the eel's hips. Interesting. Okay.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Is he being sincere or is this sarcasm? I mean, this was your idea, Kim. Exactly.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Okay, well, not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
We're on an archipelago. Look around. What do you mean, archipelago? Wow, playing really dumb. I mean, archipelago, it just means a bunch of islands. just...
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
She raises her brow. Caillou, I thought we were in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. Understood about this boat of yours. Back off. Caillou, I thought you were in Revachol.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Hey, we're establishing some geography here. I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Tim becomes defensive.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Don't you disrespect Kim's ride, yeah. Haha, all according to plan. I mean, like you said, it's Kim's idea.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Do you have a license for this boat? That's I really want to put her off balance. It's just like borderline accusatory.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
The Wayfarer Act. Okay. Anyway, I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
She takes a sip from her thermal cup. Do you know something about these tattoos? Show her the photo. Yeah. See, but we haven't really gotten the option to ask anyone about the
That's the
photo.
man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Fine. So but you know something about the tattoos. How was you looking at the photo tied to the lynching? So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Okay, well, what can you tell me about the lynching then?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She fell silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, interesting. Names and badge numbers. Oh, shoot. We don't know our real name. We don't know our badge number either. Well, crap. Look, about that whole badge thing. I know, right? Yeah, this is awkward. What's this lit up over here? Oh, something checked off is done? Oh. Interview the Wild Pines rep? Okay. Yeah. About that whole badge, like, yeah, this could be a really awkward part of the conversation here.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
So hands her a piece of blue plastic. Yeah, we don't have a badge to show her. What's going to happen here?
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Okay, well, be honest about it, I suppose.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Oh, there's only one option here. Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible after a night of heavy drinking I lost all memory of my life and the world. Oof. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything as this world, this city, nothing. Or I could just say, yes. Throw her off? I know, I'm considering going with the I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Huh. She's quick to pick up on the amnesia. Encephalopathic amnesia. Got her right where you want her, Kim? Yeah.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, His technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Darn. Well, at least I got some experience from this conversation. I'm up to 50 points here. So, that gets me closer to leveling up the savoir-faire skill again and trying again to jump off that ledge to maybe get the coat, which maybe, hopefully, has the badge in the pocket, I hope. And even if the badge isn't there, at least like it'll let me explore the harbor and open up all kinds of other avenues there. But yeah, halfway to that level up. Anyway, yeah. So we have an extra reason to find her badge, I suppose.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
What are other ways to unlock white checks? There are other ways to unlock white checks very rarely. Yeah. Anyway. Coverage would it be? Suggestion, medium. How do I negotiate my way out of this? Or I'll find somehow. Let's talk about something else until I do. Okay, what kind of arrangement would it be is not in quotes, which suggests that it's +1 sympathy for your amnesia. That's just this one isn't said out loud. I'm just gonna go with the suggestion option. It's 58% chance of success. Let's give it a whirl.
Feelings will guide the way.
Oh darn. But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's a case I'm solving. Great.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
Reload? Nah. I don't want to turn this into the game where I'm like saving and reloading all the time. I'm gonna press on. There'll be another way. I'm sure another way will present itself. I mean, if you were going to save scum, the jacket jump would be the place to do it. I mean, exactly. But this game is again built around failure and rewarding it even. Exactly. Oh hey, it stopped snowing. You don't understand, it's not like a side case for me, this is my main thing. Or, you have so much else, I have only this, spread your heads, this is the entirety of my existence. Okay, go with the wacky option, I guess.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere, I only have this case.
Officer.
Oof. The carbon fiber increase. Oof, that damaged my morale. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There is only this coast and this lynching. This case is what I will be known by? I mean, these are my only options. This case will be known by. I think this is
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
Oh. She puts her foot on the guard wire.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it. Somehow.
Okay, so she's implying that she wants us to give her something.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Oh? Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Okay, okay. So, basically, find some drugs. Is what she's saying.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay. Take Liz's notebook. Excuse us for a moment, madam. Oh, and it autosaved. Okay, let's just come into my office.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
Lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She kind of steered the conversation in that direction. I didn't have any other options at that point in the conversation. Oh, so we're henchmen now? Really? I thought it was going so well. We're henchmen now?
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
Darn. No option in this video game to do anything but what this character wants me to do via her manipulation. Yeah. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? Or could just, find my badge? Let's go. We don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah, fair point.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay. We could just, find my badge. I mean, ideally.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
Yeah.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, fair.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
Yeah. Let's get back to her then. Joyce's info on the lynching. Alright.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug
It's
trafficking.
quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Love Joyce's song? Yeah, I admit I wasn't paying close attention to it.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Raw ingredients from Terminal B. Okay.
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
You get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Ravachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And he wants to investigate.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Motor lorries at the roundabout. Am I going to need bolt cutters for this? The lorries?
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
So you're gonna have to check out the lorries, I suppose.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it? What proof do you have that the Union is involved? We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching. Do we have that suspicion? Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. Proceed, or actually let's discuss something else for now. Tell her nothing? Yeah. John Disco is basing that on you seeing a pair of boots that has, what, one much more worn sole? Right. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
Well, this has been going on for a while. Hey, first time chatter, welcome to the stream, Ivysaur. How's it going? Okay, 4 months. Okay, that establishes a timeline. I didn't realize it had been going on for 4 months here. Love this game? Cool. This is my first time playing it. I'm still figuring things out.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
There are 2,000 people in this strike? Wow, okay. So I think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Can you mod this character into Doki Doki? Good question. I mean, I suppose it could be done. Someone who's a talented artist could redraw them as in a DDLC uniform. Dev's comment earlier seemed to indicate that someone already had done so. That she was like, analogous to Monica or something. That would take someone who really liked DDLC and Disco Elysium with experience turning DDLC into a weird RPG and who had the dedication to make a really, really lengthy DDLC mod. Are you willing to have him figure out that it's just a simulation? Yeah. Anyway, okay. One driver who will open up to you. So no coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking to the sea. I got experience for asking that, huh? Maybe I really should try every single option.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
Yeah, they were reluctant to let him in. Cause okay.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Aha, okay. Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Yeah, that whole pissing contest that Kim alluded to.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
Okay, well, Kim indicated that he didn't want us to give information to her, so maybe we should move on with the investigation. And I could discuss something else, except that she said she wants us to get on this or find the badge before getting on that. So let's just get on with the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
Take his case, probe the drivers, and see what it yields. Accept, or there's no way we can take his case. Let's accept it.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
At least 3, you say? I think there were only I recall there only being like 2 that I could talk to. 1 or 2? Yeah.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
I can probably ask these other options here. She's basically begging you to ask her for money. Sure. You seem rich, can I have some money? There's one way you could be of assistance.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Is what? It's not going to give me the option to say it? What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics. What lustrous hair. I get investigation if I can't sleep anywhere, man. Yeah. What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes, a scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Oh, lovely.
You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. Goddamn working man, I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be for even considering it. This is a woman and I'm a man. I should make my own goddamn money by now. Yeah. If you ask for money, you'll owe people. Yeah, John Disco already owes people. I mean, yeah, exactly. uh, but this would be a case of like, what's that expression? Like borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, or whatever that is. You're borrowing money from one person to pay another person you owe money to. Anyway, controls where you sleep. Yeah. Yourself too deep. Peter's unfathomably wealthy and doesn't care. Yeah. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before.
Shane, you haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these eyes of Odinu?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, wow. +1 Kingdom of Conscience approves. Interesting. I actually can ask her for money. I mean, we need, what, was it 130 real to, in order to stay another night in the Whirling Rags? And I have 12. I don't know if she'd be generous enough to hand over 120 real. Too little in your opinion? Yeah. Why Volition 2? Am I getting a penalty somewhere? Oh, it's from the morale hit. Can I use this in the middle of conversation? Ah, healed morale. Shoot up some magnesium in the middle of the conversation, and suddenly I have a better chance of make it sideways. Sorry. Failure is just being unable to say it. Clearly worth a shot. I mean, I'll give it a whirl.
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
Money. Hmm. But will that communicate the message if I say money?
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you say money?
Voice is kind, a little horse in the wind. No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
She makes a slight bow motion. Okay. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
Okay, so what did they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
It's airships. Okay. Small dots on the horizon. Okay.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
East towards the harbor.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Um, so who are the other Indo tribes? You're in good company, it seems. How much money does Wildlands have? Okay, who are the other Indo tribes?
Son Baptiste, LUM, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems. You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She's not registered the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Wow. It's a multi-billion-dollar company.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion? Oh, that's it. I thought Wild Pines is supposed to be big time. Huh. Does that mean nothing to me? The money I owe is so much less than that. Stop asking for money. Yeah, I know. I mean, are we abandoning the wacky options to keep her off balance thing? This is like how do real map onto dollars? I mean, back in the 50s, they weren't really billionaires back then. I mean, like it was more millionaires than billionaires. Ask what a billion is. Yeah, that's what a billion.
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of? Why is this my only option?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Let's go with wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
The way it hits the sloop, she grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions? Yeah.
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormentang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Oh, impromptu history lesson. So thanks for frying out. Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? Look around. Yeah, good question.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of the world's cargo. Wow, okay. Makes it sound like this is an important terminal though, then. And this is so like 8% of 20 billion, it's a lot of money. Makes it sound like this place is really important, and yet it's like run down and in poverty. 8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed. You know, keep it moving. The workers do. The companies, nothing without them. Ooh, that kingdom of consciousness kicking in again, maybe. Now the worker emphasis sounds more commie. Yeah. let's go with 8% of all cargo in the world.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
How altruistic of you. 15th Indo tribe? Oh, hey, look, it's 69% done on this one. Nice. Temporary research bonus, minus 2 half-light calm water. Wait, 15th Indo tribe, what's this about here? Nice indeed, yeah. Alpines, Feld, Capri, Tricentennial, VA, and La Salle, names of Revolutionary Indo-tribes spring into your head, set loose as at the mention of wild pines. Royal monopolies, octopi, and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, Sympathiste, Brightest Star, LUM, Resplendent, Easton, Celandique, Walter, Eclaset, but isn't one missing? Wait, no, there were only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo-tribe? Unlock a new slot to research the thought? Oh. What, do I have to click on one of these? There's an unlock button? Wait, what? How does this work? I don't understand. Can I move these things? It looks like, so it's saying I can't work on thinking about this until I unlock a slot, but I don't know how to unlock a slot. There's a little unlock button, but it's grayed out. Like, do I have to finish the thought about Kingdom of Conscience in order to, oh, time remaining 26 minutes? Oh, is this just a time-based thing? I mean, these things seem to solve themselves on their own. So I guess, okay. Slots take skill points to unlock? Oh, okay. In lieu of leveling up a skill? Ah, okay. You can also spend a skill point to wipe an existing thought from a slot. Or the pluses beneath? Yeah, I think this is just background things. Perception raised to 5. All endurance white checks. Cap for endurance raised to 4. Okay, well. Okay, the jam is to interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. Okay. Alright, okay, moving on.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, what can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets? Okay. What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Yeah.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Yeah, they did not take kindly to the Wild Pines security guard in full armor, I guess.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Yeah, racist behemoth. Oh, you mean Measurehead. Oh, yeah. I'm acquainted with him.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site. like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
And what are their demands? Cascade, did you put them there? What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Yeah. I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Overgrass commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. I wanted to ask something else. Let's try. Um. Seems like they have no idea about business. I guess just be more sympathetic to her, I guess.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean? Or most of them probably don't know what that means. Let's go with most of them probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit. Workers can't be kings. The king's a king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. I'm just gonna go with what are you going to do? Or maybe I should pick up pick some of the other options. You never know which ones are going to give experience.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
It's a good question.
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Oh, that guy. He's looking over the railing at the people in the dock.
This checks out.
Okay. What happened to Gamin?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then. Cool. Not cool. Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
Not cool ever. Yeah, maybe I should have picked that option. I don't know. Um, hmm. So I wonder what happened that Mr. Clare got so hostile toward him all of a sudden. Scabs at the gate, did you put them there? Hmm. Or should I... Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad? Or he can't be that bad. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Okay. This could be information that we can use as leverage at some point. What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare? The Brothers Clare. What about the union itself outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Ah, I see. Okay. So basically, you're saying that the union used to be more malevolent, but then the Clare brothers took over and turned it into a mob kind of thing. Okay.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of the local workmen, a giant leech sucking the life out of Ravishal, basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. Politics, I know, right? I mean, I kind of... I kind of only have her word for it and all this stuff so far. I mean, like, it's how's that saying go? There are three sides to every story: yours, mine, and the facts. I'm hearing the representative for the $20 billion company's side of the story here. Remind me of the actor Patrick Fischler? I do not know who that is. That was my first thought, but I'm not sure now. Yeah. I mean, a mob of some description, anyway. From what she's saying, I don't know if the word socialist applies. Because she's making it sound like the the Clare brothers are like they're keeping dues away from the workers, which is not very socialist of them. They're just being greedy. um, they had concessions made to them, and they said, "Oh, hey, we can get more now. So let's go strike again." So you signed up for option four's ideology? Yeah. I mean, yeah. AK the correct one? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, none of these seem like good options here. Like, effective advocate for the rights of the local workmen? I mean, no. I mean, again, from what she's saying, he's taking their money. The brothers are taking money from the workers, so they're not advocating for their rights. Giant Leech sucking the life out of Revachol? I mean, it could be arguably, um, could be arguably socialist mob. Again, not socialist. Um, Vote for the brothers. I vote one. Yeah. Reasonable centrism will be enforced with violence. Right. More or less, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could, pick this one just to help endear myself to Miss Joyce here. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. This just feels like too hard a line to take. I think I am leaning towards the prefer not to have an opinion on the subject. Might have been a good corrupted by the brothers. Yeah. I'm gonna say I prefer to have an opinion.
Of course, officer.
Uh, Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret.
Ha!
I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
This is like, hypothetically, if we sent them there, I would not be able to tell you about it anyway.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Yeah, exactly. One, one more thing. Is that a Columbo meme? Columbo moves, yeah. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, experience.
There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Huh. She disappeared. So that would be before the brothers took over.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie, it happens. Some kind of extortion, probably? You can speculate.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter.
Her daughter phoned in, was it said more coming to work ever, end of story. Okay.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Okay, that's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Okay, that's all the conversation options. Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Cool, okay. Hey, we got some information about like the Union and who we're dealing with in the harbor. I think this is a good time to leave off the stream for now. Leave off the session here, so let's just save it. in a way, maybe it was helpful to I wasn't able to make that jump and get into the harbor. Because this way, I had a conversation with the company spokesperson and got some information about the way the union operates. Again, this is only her side of the story. Who knows how much truth is in it? I mean, there's probably more that remains to be seen. The white check was unlocked, though. You can try to ask her for money again. That's the lady who's close to your age. Haha. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's something for next time. We could ask her for money again. Yeah. So yeah. Aside from that, yeah. We also learned about the expression "the eel's hips." I never heard that expression before. That was kind of neat. I don't think eels actually have hips. I mean, by definition, they're just hey, whatever. Anyway, yeah, yeah. I feel like I didn't do a whole lot this session. I didn't like. I never tracked down Mr. Martin Martinez. I walked all. He directed me to pick up the key, and then I searched the entire apartment complex and never found him again. But I don't know. Maybe he'll turn up later. So yeah, like that whole thing was a dead end. Although it led me to finding Joyce. So maybe next time we'll see about finding the armor pieces and on the way to getting the experience to try making that jump into the harbor again. At which point I will surely get in there unless I like roll a 2 or something. But yeah, I think that's it for the stream. Maybe I'll pick this up tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, until next time.